On behalf of the outgoing and incoming Comptrollers General and the Nigeria Immigration Service, I'd like to appreciate all our guests for finding time to join us here this beautiful morning. Please, shall we give all of them a beautiful round of applause? Thank you. Any moment from now, the celebrant who doubles as a reviewing officer for this pull-out parade will be arriving. I shall keep you posted, please. For today, my name is Teso Keima, the anchor for this event. I'm ably assisted by Deputy Superintendent of Immigration, Makbra and Owolabi. Please, a round of applause for these beautiful ladies. Thank you very much. The motorcade of the outgoing 18th Comptroller General is arriving the parade ground. This day is all about her, and I'd like to invite all of us to accord her this last respect very happily and willingly. When she arrives at saluting dais, we shall proceed immediately for the general parade and to be followed immediately by the national anthem. Please take note. May I invite us to please rise in respect of the outgoing Comptroller General as we make her welcome to the podium. Very senior officers, the Honorable Minister of Interior, announcing the arrival of the outgoing 18th Comptroller General, Nigeria Immigration Service, Caroline Wuraola Adepoju, PCC Daga FSI. Please, a resounding round of applause as she takes her position at the saluting dais. Keep that applause coming, please. Keep that applause coming. Thank you very much. Shortly, we shall be taking the national anthem as a national prayer to commence this pull-out parade proper. The reviewing officer we are about to have the national salute. Officers in uniform shall please salute. Thank you very much. You please may be seated. I'd like to very specially invite the outgoing Comptroller General to approach the saluting dais in preparation to inspect the parade, please. I hope the pull-out van is close by and should begin to make its way. Photographers, can you please give way there? The parade commander will need to approach from that point. Photographers, please give way. Photographers, give way, please. The parade commander will approach the reviewing officer and obtain her permission to lead her to inspect the parade. He is Timothy Magwell, Deputy Superintendent of Immigration Service. Please, a round of applause. The reviewing officer shall now inspect the parade. Cameramen, please, clear the way. Caroline Wuraola Adepoju, PCC Daga FSI, was born into the respectable family of High Chief Babafemi Olatunji and Chief Mrs. Clara Akinrishola on the 13th day of July 1963 at Ileoluji, Ondo State, Nigeria. She is the second child of the well-known Akinrishola family. She is happily married to Chief Adeleye Adepoju, a successful real estate mogul from Ileoluji, with whom she has lovely children. Her educational attainments. Caroline, at a very young age, began her primary school education from the Salvation Army Primary School in Lagos. She also attended the St. Peter's Anglican Primary School in Ileoluji between 1969 and 1975. She obtained a West African examination certificate from the Christ Girls' School at Doekiti in 1980. From there, she proceeded to the prestigious University of Maiduguri, where she obtained a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry in 1985. Not satisfied with the first degree, she proceeded to the University of Ibadan, where she obtained a Master of Science degree in Chemistry in 2020. Her insatiable desire for knowledge propelled her to further seek learning at the Trials College of Ontario, Canada, where she obtained a diploma in paralegal studies. I think this calls for an applause, please. She served this country as an NYC core member in 1986 at University of Cross River, present-day Akwa Ibom State. She enlisted into the Nigerian Immigration Service on the 31st of May, 1988 as a Deputy Superintendent of Immigration. Her very first posting was in Gongola State, present-day Adamawa State. She has been able to serve in various formations in the Nigerian Immigration Service. Some of the notable ones are Deputy Comptroller General in charge of Visa and Residency, Deputy Comptroller in charge of Migration, Deputy Comptroller General in charge of Border Management, Comptroller in charge of Central Store, Comptroller in charge of Command and Staff College, Sokoto. She has had in Akiti several professional and leadership trainings, one of which prominently is emotional intelligence and transformational leadership. No wonder she is very gentle, patient, calm, cool, and calculated. Please, another round of applause for this icon. She also has been trained in the National Institute for Security Studies and at the Immigration Command Staff College in Sokoto. Her personal qualities. She's very attentive, she's kind, she's a team player, she's passionate, and very empathetic. She has the love and concern of her staff hugely embedded in her heart. Recently, she shared foodstuffs as palliative to junior officers to cushion the effect of the present hardship, and has also repaired a number of buses to ensure that transportation is easier in the face of the fuel subsidy situation. Please, another beautiful round of applause for this beautiful mother. There's not a single moment you meet her that she does not bless you. Today, I believe it is our turn that we shall be blessing her here very soon as she takes a bow in service. Once again, a very resounding applause for our very own Mama. God bless you. She is here with her very handsome husband, Chief Adepoju. Please, a round of applause for the very handsome husband. Chief, we are grateful to you for this beautiful angel you have given to us. God bless you, sir. Any moment from now, the inspection of the parade will be completed. The reviewing officer has completed the reviewing of the parade and shall return to the saluting dais in readiness for the parade to march past in slow and quick time. You can do that. Keep that applause coming, please. Go, do. Thank you very much. The reviewing officer returns to take a position at the dais while the parade commander takes post to obtain a permission to return the parade from 2 ranks to 3 ranks. Cameramen, give way, please. Thank you. The parade commander, Timothy Magwell, Deputy Superintendent of Immigration, returns to take post and commence the marching of the parade in slow and quick time. But before that, he will return them from 2 ranks to 3 ranks. Parade is taking dressing in commencement for the march past in slow and quick time. Yes, this beautiful parade has commenced, and as I've told you before, it's formed out by 4 guards and the color party, as well as the band at the background. It is a parade formed by very gallant officers and men of the Nigeria Immigration Service, very well trained and highly motivated. The parade is commanded by Deputy Superintendent of Immigration Timothy M. Magwell. He has a HND in Urban and Regional Planning from the Ramat Polytechnic, Maiduguri. He is happily married with 2 kids. Assisted him as the 2IC Parade Commander is L.M. Jabir, Assistant Superintendent of Immigration 1, born on 29 September 1994. He has a Bachelor of Science, Political Science and International Relations from the University of Abuja. He's happily married with kids and enjoys playing soccer. Any moment from now, the parade will commence right turn. May I inform that as the color moves through, everyone will rise in deference to the colors, and officers in uniform shall pay salute. I shall let you know when that is about to take place, please. Sub-Guard Commander, Guard 1, is A.A. Sabir, Assistant Superintendent of Immigration, born on the 21st April 1996. He has a Master of Science in Law Enforcement and Criminal Justice from ABU Zaria. He loves surfing the net. He's happily married with 2 kids. Any moment from now, the parade shall commence salute for the ice ride. Guard 1 leading, followed by Guard 2, the color party, Guard 3, and Guard 4. Following closely on their heels is the number 2 guard, which will be saluting immediately after. As I requested before, as soon as the color begins to approach, we shall all rise in deference while officers in uniform will salute. Shall we please rise in honor of the national colors? Please, we now can be seated. Thank you very much. Following next is the number 4 guard. The number 4 guard is commanded by A.S. Ahmad, an Assistant Superintendent of Immigration, born on the 5th of February 1992, has qualifications BSc Computer Science from the ISCG, Benin Republic. He enjoys reading, happily married with kids. Trailing right in front of the reviewing officer is the band, ably commanded by McTay, an Assistant Superintendent of Immigration from the Provost Unit. Parade is now turning, and any moment from now shall commence the quick time. Other sub-guard commanders on this parade from the Guard 2 is A. Bashir, an Assistant Superintendent of Immigration, born on the 5th May 1983. He has Bachelor of Science in Public Administration from the IBB University, La Pai, Mina. He enjoys playing soccer. Very single and happily searching. Supporting the commander of the Color Party is Esson Vincent, in charge of the Provost flag, and Grace Alabi, the NIS flag. There is also Blessing Ibrahim, ensign to the color, Samuel Mary, and the escort to the color, Shehu Aliyu, Mohammed Umar, and Usman Mohammed. The flower guests today are Usani Hannibal, holding the Nigerian flag, while Blessing Luka is holding the service flag. The instructor for this parade, E.E. Umyom, and Dawarung Israel. Please a round of applause to these instructors for this beautiful parade. Thank you very much. The same appreciation goes to the entire Provost team for this wonderful parade. It's beautiful, isn't it? A round of applause for these gallant officers and men. That is the beginning of the commencement of the quick time. Please, a round of applause again for this transition. Isn't that beautiful? Nigerian immigration officers are well motivated and are trained. I'm very sure the Honorable Minister is going to be very proud wherever he's sitting that his men are not disappointing him. Please, a round of applause for the Honorable Minister. The Honorable Minister has brought in a lot of reforms that are repositioning the Nigerian Immigration Service for better service delivery to the Nigerian people and everybody who seeks our services. He deserves yet another resounding applause, please. Again, as the national colors make their way through, I will request when the time comes for everyone to rise while officers pay salute in deference to the national colors. Shall we rise in honor of the national colors, please? While officers in uniform salute the national colors. Please, we can sit back again. Thank you very much. The band is not left out. They too have approached to pay their salute. Any moment from now, the parade will be turning for coming to a halt. Isn't this beautiful to behold? I want to believe that even our military counterparts here will agree this is a very beautiful parade. Please, a round of applause for these officers and men. Excellent turning there. Every Nigerian immigration officer in this arena today should have a sense of pride. These officers and men have not disappointed at all, and they deserve our respect. One more applause will not be too much. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, a bigger and better round of applause. That is how you do it. Officers, we are proud. Thank you. The parade will take dressing in preparation to march in review order. Cameramen, please leave that space now for your own safety. Move, video man, please. Move. Thank you. That's Parker there. They deserve one more better applause, please. Thank you. Thank you. At this juncture, I'd like to invite the reviewing officer, the outgoing 18th Comptroller General, Nigeria Immigration Service, for the presentation of her speech, please. After her speech, the next person to speak will be a very honorable Minister of Interior, Honorable Dr. Olubunmi Tunje Ujo. But for now, the outgoing 18th Comptroller General of Nigeria Immigration Service, Caroline Wuraola Adepoju, will be speaking. Thank you. There's an adjustment, sorry. The incoming Comptroller General, the 19th Substantive Comptroller General, Nigeria Immigration Service, the one and only beautiful K.N. Nanda, PCC FSM, shall be making her welcome speech. Please, a round of applause as she takes the podium. Please, a better round of applause. Keep that applause coming. Keep that applause coming. Keep that applause coming. How many paramilitary services have a CG as beautiful as ours? Please, a better round of applause.
The Honorable Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, the Chairman, House Representative Committee on Interior, representing the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Honorable Abdullahi Aliu Ahmed, the former Governor of Ekiti State, Honorable Kayode Fayomi John, Defense Headquarters Director, Monitoring and Evaluation, CDS, Air Vice Marshal O.R. Abioye, representative of the Chief of Naval Staff, Rear Admiral S.D. Ibrahim, the representative of the Federal Road Safety Corps Marshal, Corps Commander Hafiz Mohammed, FSI, representing National Retired Paramilitary Officers, High Chief Kayode Musa, the President and Founder, Women in Mining in Nigeria, Engineer Dr. Mrs. Janet Adeyemi, and Ambassador Regina Eduzwa, retired, the Senior Human Resource Officer of United States Embassy, Mr. Aaron Bernard Fields, the Inspector General of Police, you're welcome, sir, Mr. Sean Gavin of U.S. Embassy, Mr. Olukayode Ogunleye from Shell, Erigo Nicholas also from Shell. Representing UNODC, one of our development partners, Ms. Bimbola Adeomi. Head of ICMPD, also one of our development partners, Dr. Mejisola Shodainde. Chairman Contec. Mr. Felix Fatosi, our technical partners. Good afternoon, everyone. It is with a profound sense of honor and gratitude that I welcome you all to this memorable event of the pulling out ceremony of our dear outgoing 8th Controller General of Nigerian Immigration Service, Chief Mrs. Caroline Wuraola Adepoju, FSI PCC Daga. Today's ceremony is not just a moment to recognize the outstanding performance and contributions of CGI Wuraola Adepoju to the service of our motherland, but it is also to celebrate the culmination of a remarkable career marked by diligence, sacrifice, and selflessness. It has been very endearing to watch her exemplify the high standards of professionalism, integrity, unrivaled commitment to duty as the Controller General of Immigration Service. As we reflect on the countless achievements and milestones attained under her stewardship, we shall be reminded of the invaluable legacy of love, hard work, and perseverance she is leaving behind. It is also worthy of note that her unwavering leadership has been a guiding light that has steered the Nigerian Immigration Service both through the calm waters and stormy waters in the last 9 months. Today's celebration marks an epoch in the history of Nigerian Immigration Service. And I dare to say that the outgoing Controller General, Caroline Wuraola Adepoju, has left an indelible mark in our hearts, and her absence will be keenly felt. I therefore charge the officers and men of Nigerian Immigration Service to commit to institutionalizing and building on the achievements recorded so far by our outgoing CG, and also to reinforce our collective resolve to do more and to take our dear service to its place of pride in the world. Your Excellency, very senior officers here, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen of the press, let me once again welcome you to this history-making event of the pull-out ceremony of CGI Wuraola Adepoju, which has also marked the beginning of a change of guard in the Nigerian Immigration Service. I welcome you all. Thank you all for coming. The officers and men of Nigerian Immigration Service appreciate your coming. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Please, a round of applause for the incoming 19th Comptroller General of Nigeria Immigration Service, KN Nandab, PCC, FSM. At this juncture, it is my pleasure to very warmly and respectfully invite for her farewell speech the outgoing Comptroller General, Nigeria Immigration Service, Caroline Wuraola Adepoju, PCC Daga, FSR. Please, a round of applause.
Honorable Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, Honorable Abdullahi Aliyu Ahmed, Chairman House Committee of Representatives on Interior, former Ekiti State Governor, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, the incoming Comptroller General of Nigerian Immigration Service, Kemi Nanananda, Air Vice Marshal O. Arabioye, Defense Headquarters, Monitoring and Evaluation, representing the Chief of Defense Staff, representative of the Chief of Naval Staff, Rear Admiral S.D. Ibrahim, Corps Commander Hafiz Mohammed, FSI, representing the CGI of the Federal Road Safety Corps, High Chief Kayode Musa, representing National Retired Paramilitary Officers, Engineer Dr. Janet Adeyemi, President and Commander and Founder, Women in Mining, Ambassador Regina Edward, retired, Mr. Aaron Bernard Fields, Senior Human Resource Officers, U.S. Embassy, Mr. Sean Gavin of U.S. Embassy, Mrs. Betty, U.S. Embassy, Mrs. Ada, U.S. Embassy, Olukayode Ogunleye from Shell, representing the Shell Vice President, Erigo Nicholas, Abubakar Ahmed, Shell Manager, Ms. Abimbola Adewumi, representing UNODC, Dr. Mrs. Mojisola Sodeinde, ICMPD, Head of West Africa Region, Mr. Tunde Sanwo-Olu, Chairman, Contact Global, Mr. Kayode Fatusi, our representing Iris Smart Technology. That is from the book. Yeah, thank you so much. The IG of Police. I'm very sorry, sir. Thank you very much for coming. And all other distinguished personalities here, too numerous to mention, but I know that the board secretary is here, my mentor and my coach, Mr. Ahmed Jafar, all retired controller generals here present, the permanent secretaries here present, friends of the service here present, my colleagues, assistant controller generals here present, and distinguished Nigerians, everyone here, gentlemen of the press, thank you very much for coming today. The soul and heart of what I have to say today is gratitude. Gratitude to God Almighty. Gratitude to you, Nigerians. I am very, very grateful. I am very grateful to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am most grateful to him. I happen to be the first appointee of this administration, and I pray to God Almighty that this administration will succeed. I also recognize the role played by the Honorable Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo. He ensured that he met me in an acting capacity. He ensured that I was confirmed. Oga, thank you so much, and may God Almighty bless you. My colleagues in the service, you have all said very kind things about me, but I will never fail to call it to your attention that you made it possible. You brought out the very best in me. The crop of immigration officers that I worked with in the top management, they are the best team ever assembled by Nigeria Immigration Service. Yes, we might have had our issues concerning, everybody showed interest in becoming CGIs. It is good. It is the dream of every immigration officer. But apart from that, they were cooperative, they were supportive, they were very respectful. And the outgoing top management team, I wish you success in your future endeavors. And to those of you who are coming on board to work with the incoming CGIS, I implore you to be loyal. I implore you to be supportive. I implore you to be dedicated. My officers, I also want you to do everything you can to ensure that all the reforms that are being introduced to this service, they are well followed. You know why? So that there will be peace, so that there will be progress in the service, and the public we serve so that they can have respite, especially in the process of passport acquisition. Under the leadership of the Honorable Minister of Interior, a number of positive reforms have been introduced. And if we all support all this, everybody, our citizens, both at home and abroad, they will have respite. And the issue of scarcity of booklet, the mantra under my watch is never again. Our technical partners have been very supportive. I thank you, and I pray and hope that you will continue to work hard in that light. The area of border security is the next point that I know that my Honorable Minister and the incoming CG will want to focus on. We will do everything we can to ensure, they will do everything they can to ensure that our borders are secured, because a safe border is a safe nation. Once again, everyone here present, I say thank you, and may God Almighty bless you. Thank you so much.
A better round of applause for the outgoing CG, please. Any moment from now, I shall be inviting the Honorable Minister of Interior for her speech. But before that, for a speech. But before that, I'd like to extend the very sincere apologies of the incoming Comptroller General, Ken Nandab, for some of the protocols she missed. Her list was not well written, and she regrets those gaps, please. A round of applause for our incoming CGIS. At this juncture, I am very delighted to invite for his speech the Honorable Minister of Interior, Honorable Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, our performing minister. Please, a round of applause.
Thank you. The House Committee Chairman of Interior, my colleague, my brother, Honorable Abdullahi Ahmed, here in dual capacity, in his own personal capacity as Chairman, House Committee on Interior, and also representing my brother, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas. His Excellency, His Excellency Governor John Kayode Fayemi, former Governor of Ekiti, former Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, former Chairman of Nigerian Governors Forum. Let me just stop like that. I don't want to continue. And of course, the Secretary of the Board, my brother Jafar, the outgoing CG. And please, sir, forgive all day they've been recognizing the CG, but they've not been recognizing the Oga of the CG, the husband. So the CG and the outgoing CG and her spouse will recognize you for being here. The incoming Comptroller General, Kemi Nandab, the Inspector General of Police, he had to take an excuse. He has a national assignment. Our partners, developmental partners, and of course, military partners, our partners within the security architecture, we recognize you. And of course, the DCGs, I recognize you especially, and of course, Mama, you know I love you. I recognize you too for being here. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, let me rest on all other established protocols. My job is very simple. Number one, to especially appreciate the outgoing CG on behalf of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I want to thank you for not just raising the bar for the service, but for raising the bar for the women in the society. I want to thank you for your performance, and I say this without any outer of reservation. If it's possible to have a live CG, I would have made you a live CG. I want to thank you because it's something for a minister to conceive ideas. It's another thing for the implementer to implement perfectly. The reforms we've jointly put together, I want to say thank you. I want to thank you for setting a record of clearing over 200,000 backlogs in 2 weeks. I want to say thank you. I want to thank you because very soon the Command and Control Center in the next 2-3 weeks will be up and running. We worked together on it. We've changed the security architecture at our border posts. I want to say a very big thank you. And I want to thank you most importantly for your leadership, the way you've provided leadership. Not for one day was there a crisis I needed to resolve. You solved all the crises. You made your team members members of your family, and you brought the slogan of God bless you. I want to say thank you very much. So my job today is to really thank you and to assure you, you said you corrected yourself. Please, you don't need to correct yourself. You are a member of this family, and you will always be a member of this family. We are not building a team. I've always said this. In all our agencies, we're building a family that is closely knitted to break barriers, to shatter ceilings, and to create great future for the young people coming into this service. I want a young boy to graduate from the best of the universities and have the ambition of building a career in Nigerian Immigration Service. That is the dream. We have to elevate, knowing fully well that one of the most important architecture, one of the most important foundation, one of the most important structure within our security architecture is the Immigration Service. If you cannot protect your border, you can never protect your country. That is a fact. We want to build a service based on excellence. You have a big role to play. You will continue to play that role because you will always be part of us. And I also want to plead with the incoming CG. For me, when you come into government, God gave you your eyes to be in front, not to be at the back, because God wants you to look into the future. Build on what she has achieved, because the foundation is solid with what she has done. All that is needed is for you to erect the skyscraper on that solid foundation. Please, this is not a time for you to listen to advices. People will come to advise. People will talk. People will say things that you obviously know are not true. But please, remember how you worked together. And remember, she will always be there for you. You can always go there for advice. You can always go there for input. That will make you to perform better. That will lessen the learning curve. And that will make you to hit the ground, not running, but flying. I pray you will succeed. The president said it 2 days ago. Immigration Service is doing well. That I hope you will sustain the legacy. So that alone is a vote of confidence on the outgoing CG's legacy. Please, I plead with you, follow through the reforms. Ask her, I call her 2 a.m., 3 a.m., before she takes her coffee, she must send me the backlog list. I disturb her a lot. And I want to thank Chief for being so tolerant. That's the word. You were tolerant. You gave her to us. But unfortunately, we might not be giving her back to you now. You never can tell. But the simple truth is we want to say thank you to you. And to all members of service of NIS, the support that you gave to CG Wura, please give more to the incoming CG. She is just one of 25,000 people. She cannot succeed without you. Your output is her input. Always know that. If your output is bad, her input will be terrible. And if her input is terrible, the system will collapse. So please, NIS depends on you. Let's come together. Let's build a service that you'll be proud of. Let's build a service that Nigeria will be proud of. Let's build a service that will be the envy of all services. And we will know that today becomes the foundation for a greater NIS. I'm sure that's what the outgoing CG wants to see. She wants to see NIS at the top. And also, I'm happy it's woman after woman, you know. So the women, you can no longer shout of discrimination or whatever now. NIS has been good to you. So 18th CG since 1963. Since 1963, for 61 years, 18 people, 17 before you. How more lucky, I don't know how luckier you can be. 18th CG in 61 years. 19th CG is 61 years. I believe God has been kind to you. May he continue to be kind to you. May greater Nigeria come to fruition. And may God be kind to each and every one of us. God bless you.
We can do better without applause. A standing ovation cannot be too much for the Honorable Minister Olubunmi Tunji Ojo. Thank you very much, sir, for that wonderful charge. It wasn't just a speech. It actually was a charge. And may I invite again, one more time, every sounding applause for the Honorable Minister. Thank you, sir. Before we commence activities for the pull-out proper, it will be a disservice if I fail to recognize the wonderful job done by the Planning Committee, ably chaired by the Assistant Comptroller General, G.C. Dido. Please, a round of applause. Today, we, as I've repeated severally, are celebrating the bowing out of service of an icon. Our mother, our mama, God bless you, Caroline Wuraola Adepoju. Any moment from now, she shall be taking the saluting dice as the parade commander commence activities for the pull-out proper. We have been your anchors today, myself, Magbra Road DSI, and Owola B.O. My name is Pretendant of Immigration, Teso Stephen Ukeima. Thank you very much. May I invite the outgoing 18th Comptroller General, Nigeria Immigration Service, to take a position at the saluting dais as we commence activities for the pull-out proper. Parade Commander. May I inform and make this request that when the pull-out commences proper, all officers from the rank of Assistant Comptroller General and our sister agencies present here today from the equivalent rank shall join the pulling out rope. We shall have the most junior in the front and the very senior ones at the back. And the incoming 19th Comptroller General, Nigeria Immigration Service, Ken Nandap, shall be leading the polling ceremony, please. We shall take the national salute as we draw the curtain to this event, please. Shall obtain permission to march out the colors.
Permission granted. Thank you.
After obtaining the permission, the parade commander will march out the colors. As the color marches out, may I request that we remain standing while officers in uniform will salute the national colors. Officers in uniform will salute the national colors, please. Shortly, the parade commander will reform the guard from 2 ranks.
When am I coming down?
The colors safely moved out, the parade commander shall return the parade from 3 ranks to 2 ranks in commencement of the pullout. commander has invited the band, the pull-out van, and the guard and sub-guard commanders to take post in readiness for the pull-out. Again, may I invite officers from the rank of Assistant Comptroller Generals to DCGs to step out when it's time to pull out the outgoing Comptroller General. All the representatives of the service chiefs here from sister agencies, military and paramilitary, are please invited to join the pulling out. Thank you very much. Any moment from now, the outgoing Comptroller General shall be bowing out of service. She has done well and made us a very proud service. This is the time when we, rather than her, say, may God bless you. Please, a round of applause. Very senior officers from the rank of Assistant Comptroller Generals and the military service chiefs ably represented here, as well as the IG of police, should please step forward and help us in the polling. They shall please poll according to their ranks. ACGs in front, DCGs, and the equivalent military ranks behind. Thank you very much. Leading by the incoming Comptroller General Nigeria Immigration Service at the very front side.